Yeah, Doc.
Yes.
Last week, Tuesday, 18th of August, government held a results fair town hall meeting in Accra and showcased what they claim to be the achievements since they assumed office. In principle, we have not faulted them for organizing that program because every government is expected to account for their mandate to the electorate. And so there is absolutely nothing wrong with any government organizing a program to showcase the achievements. When we were in government, we did several of such programs. And even at the end of our tenure, we compiled all our achievements into the Green Book under the theme Accounting to the People, and presented that to Ghanaians as tangible projects we have delivered in all sectors of the nation, which impacted lives positively and are still impacting lives positively across the country. But you see, look, in presenting your achievements to Ghanaians, every government has a responsibility to be candid, truthful, and factual to the people. You must only present projects you have done and not projects which don't exist. And when we heard that this government was going to showcase the achievements, we were looking for tangible projects that exist because of the standard they've been subjecting us to since 2016 when we released our Green Book. Because since 2016, the NPP, led by their leader, President Akufo-Addo himself, has falsely accused us of capturing what he describes as fantasy projects, ghost projects in the Green Book. I say that is a false accusation because till date they've not been able to substantiate that claim. They've not been able to show one project we included in the Green Book which doesn't exist anywhere. But the mere fact that they've been talking about ghost projects suggests to us that they care about, the need for governments to be sincere to the people about what they have achieved and not present non-existent or NGO-funded projects as achievements. Unfortunately, the Akufo-Addo government did not keep to that standard at last week's town hall meeting. They fed us with what I have described as a cocktail of blatant lies, ghost non-existent projects, stolen Mahama and private-owned projects, and a few mediocre projects, which in our view should not even pass as achievements of a rural assembly member. And I'm going to demonstrate all these things with indisputable facts. Indeed, at our Monday press briefing, we showed pictorial and video evidence to buttress all the claims we made. Now with ghost projects, Randy, if you check page 40 of Dr. Bawumia's speech, not the delivery track, a copy of which I have here, there is a table there in which he claims that there is a 120 affordable housing unit project, 120 housing unit project by the State Housing Corporation in Palugu in the Talensi district of the Upper East region. Randy, we've gone there to check. We have a video. I've sent the video to you and the producer of this show. Indeed, yesterday Joy News also did a fact check of that project, and I've sent you the pictures of their results as well. What you have at the said location is a bare land. In fact, it was very bushy as at last week, Thursday. It was only after Dr. Bawumia's presentation that they went to clear the land. But as we speak, there is no construction work on that piece of land. And so the claim by Dr. Bawumia that they have a 120 housing unit project there, which is 20% complete, is false. It doesn't exist. It is a ghost project. Number two, on page 41, there is another table there in which government claims to be constructing a 500 housing unit project in the Sefirioso area, which is also 20% complete. We have been there. The land is bushy. It was cleared sometime in December 2019. Since then, nothing has happened. And so, when you go there today, the area is bushy. There is absolutely nothing there. And so that claim is another falsehood. Ghost project number 2, 500 housing units at Sikri also. Then you go to the Nkranza North constituency, where government's delivery tracker claims that they have done the Drumankese town rules in Nkranza North in the Bono East region. There again, Randy, not a millimeter of road has been tiled in Drumankese. So another ghost project. Again, you go to the Sikri Yoso municipality. Government claims to have rehabilitated a primary school called Eminabrim Primary School. The school is in a very deplorable state. The windows are all broken, and no rehabilitation works have been undertaken on that school since 2017. And all these are projects that we showed videos of, and in fact, I've sent the videos to you. You can confirm that. Again, in the capital city of Accra, in the Adenta constituency, government claims to have constructed an astroturf. Various media organizations in Accra have fact-checked that. Indeed, on Joy FM, the Minister for Information admitted that that project is a ghost project and said that it was captured by the delivery tracker in error, whatever that means. I don't know whether that was a spelling error or a transpositional error, because until they were exposed by the NDC, they hadn't come out to tell us that that AstroTurf project doesn't exist. Nothing is there. What we are told is that the MP of the area, Boabian Samwa, Honorable Boabian Samwa, cut the salt for the project. They sent a heap of sand on the land, and nothing has happened there, you see. Then, again, in 2 communities in the Asante Achem North constituency called Ananikum and Patabang, this government claims to have undertaken an electrification project there. Randy, we have checked as at this time that we are speaking, there is no electrification project there. The people that don't have lights, they sleep in darkness, they live in darkness. And so that is also another ghost project. Then you have the one factory palm oil processing factory. This government claims to have built a palm oil processing factory in the West Aken, constituency. The land is a bushy area. Nothing is there. We've showed the videos. I've also sent you the pictures. Now, they also claim that they have done a solar-powered water system in the East Mampusi municipality. There is no such project. And Randy, we listed at the press conference 26 of these ghost projects. We made a point that we have identified hundreds, but for want of time and space, we are going to restrict ourselves to 26. So what Dr. Bawumia and government spokespersons have done is that, the NDC only identified 26 ghost projects. And so 26 out of, first of all, they must understand that even one lie is a serious dent on the reputation and integrity of Dr. Bawumia, President Akufo-Addo, and this government. So you cannot say that to tell the people of this country 26 lies is something we can belittle. It is very serious, assuming without admitting that the total number of ghost projects they presented to Ghanaians as achievements are just 26. That is serious enough, and that should elicit a retraction and apology from them if they have respect for the people of this country. But Randy, the facts is we have identified hundreds and not just 26. And so today, when I was coming, I printed other projects, at least 27, which are not part of the list of 26.
27 more.
27 more. So Eka Foods, a factory which I, growing up in Sunyani, knew of. Randy, they applied for a facility under One District, One Factory. It's been 2 years. Nobody has replied to their letter for credit support. The factory has collapsed. It doesn't exist. It's been shut down, and yet it has been captured by Dr. Bawumia as one of the one D1F project they have completed. Can you imagine? A factory which was operating before you came into office. They applied for credit under the 1D1F project, that is under Exim Bank. Nobody responded to the application. The factory is now defunct. It has shut down, and yet you have captured it under One District, One Factory. District police station at Temanu Town. They say they have built a police station at Temanu Town. Temanu Town is in Greater Accra. You can check. Absolutely nothing on the land. Ghost project. One District, One Factory in the Bole districts. which is supposed to be a groundnut oil and animal feed processing factory. Nothing is there. They claim to have done a steel bridge in the Jasikan district. Joy News has gone to fact check that. I've sent you the Joy News story. It's a video. It's a wooden structure. Nothing has been done there. Goose project. It is not part of the list of 26. The Chibuya electrification project. I sent you a video where the Minister of Energy on the 6th of August went to Parliament to answer a question filed by the Member of Parliament for Mole on whether or not government was going to undertake an electrification project in those communities. Peter Mawu said no such project was ongoing and government didn't have any such plans, and that in future, if they get other facilities, they will consider those communities. That was on 6th August. And then on 18th August, 12 days after that, Dr. Bawumia releases a tracker which says that they have done electrification at Chibuya and its adjoining communities. Ghost project, there is nothing there. You come to Bibiani Anyaso, 6-seater toilet facility built at Donkuto line. So, Ghost project, there is nothing there. Then, Volta region, Ghost project, ongoing community institutional 10-seater WC toilet facility at Pitoi. It is not there. So, even here, we have 27. And the reason why we have not released the full list of currently we have about 194 is that, Randy, we are still seeing more from the 260 districts. And so we want to put everything together. We may even hit the 1,000 mark.
You create your own tracker.
Yes, because we think that the tracker they launch is not a delivery tracker, but a lying tracker full of lies. And so they claim that, oh, we've done 18,000 projects and you have only identified 26. Even though that claim is shameful, it's not true. We have identified hundreds, and I've given you several of these ghost projects which we didn't capture as part of the 26. Now, you see, it is said that sinking men crack into straws. What they have done is that they have only raised objections about 2 of the 26 ghost projects we listed in our press conference. And those, what are those 2 projects? Asuoso Dema Techimentia Road. Asuoso Dema Techimentia Road. And the claim is that we said that road is a ghost project, and they are disputing that that road exists. So Randy, you take a look at it. The constituency they claim the road project is in Kwanzaa South. You see. So what our brothers in the MPP are doing is like going to sit for an examination. You go, there is a question there, you fail the question, and after you have failed, you set a different question and say that, oh, I have an answer to this different question. The claim on the tracker is that they are doing upgrading of a 6.5 kilometer road from Asuoso to Dema to Techimentia phase 1 in the Nkranza South constituency. And so if we are going to fact check this claim, we must fact check it in Nkranza South. Now in Nkranza South is a small town called Asuoso. When you get to that town in Nkranza South, you hit a dead end. That is at Nkranza South in the Bunu East region. There is no road that connects that town called Asuoso to Dema and Techimentia, which are in the Tano South constituency in the Hafo region. And so once we checked and there was no such road, clearly this is a ghost project, and to date nobody has been able to establish that any such road exists in Nkranza South. Rather, this is what they have done. They've gone to take a picture of a different road project, Asuoso Dema Techimentia, and that Asuoso is in the Offenso North constituency, because there are 2 Asuosos. One in the Offenso North constituency where President Mahama built an ultramodern E-block. So Offenso North constituency in the Ashanti region, which connects from that area to Dema to Techimentia in Ahafo. Randy, you get my point? Now that route is not 6.5 kilometers. It is 26 kilometers. And that route is not an Akufo-Addo project. It is a Mahama project. And I'm going to prove that to you. Randy, on the 6th of February 2016, the Daily Graphic published the story. Minister cast sword for Techimentia Dema Asuoso Road, the new amended position of the MPP. Because now they are not talking about the Dema Asuoso Road in Nkranza South. They are talking about the Dema Asuoso Road from Offenso Asuoso in Ashanti to Dema Techimentia in Tano South. So let us interrogate that claim. On the 6th of February 2016, this was a story filed by Graphic Online. It reads, the Bunahafo Regional Minister, Honorable Kupuku, has cut the sword for the commencement of work on the rehabilitation of the 26 kilometer, not 6.5, 26 kilometer Techimentia Dema Asusu Road. The 55.5 billion project forms part of the rehabilitation of cocoa rows in the country by the government. The project, which is being executed by somebody you know, Progressive Modern Construction, Alaji PMC's company. This is the project he fought us on, that he did this project and we didn't pay him. So he did this road project. He started February 2016, did this project, almost completed the project. When they came, they abandoned the project and the road deteriorated. I am being told that it was just a few months ago that they sent another contractor there because Alaji PMC says he's no longer interested in the contract. So the road has deteriorated and they are now trying, to fix it. So that the claim we made, that their claim to have constructed a 6.5 kilometer road from Soso in Kwanza South to Dema to Techimentia doesn't exist anywhere. The only Soso Dema Techimentia road is from Offenso North in Ashanti region to Thanos South. It is not 6.5, it is 26 kilometers. It is not their project. It was awarded under the Mahama administration on, the sword was cut for it on 6th February 2016. Then they talk about Intuma Estate in Second D. Those are the only two projects they have raised, so I want to deal with it. Then they say they have gone to take pictures. You see, Intuma Estate is like an estate like Regiment or Grey. It is not a new estate which is now being developed. It is an estate which has existed for years. So they are completed buildings. There are people who live there. And so you make a claim on page 41 of your speech that you have built, Randy, construction of 13 housing units, which is 75% complete. We go to Intuma Estate, there is no 13 housing units, which is at 75% complete. Clearly a ghost project. You know what they have done? They've gone to take a picture of the whole estate with completed buildings that people have been living in for decades, with just 2 uncompleted buildings. 2, not 13. And the 2 uncompleted buildings are at the lintel level, not even 40% complete. And they claim that those 2 uncompleted buildings are the 13 housing projects Dr. Bawumia said were at 75% complete. I mean, how? You understand? Okay. Then, Randy, finally on the stolen project, because that is very serious. In the Sujaman constituency, 3 projects at 3-unit classroom block at Bawumia. I've sent you the pictures here again. And another 6-unit classroom block built by an NGO called Pencils of Promise. Their name has been, embossed on the school, boldly embossed on the school, has been appropriated by this government as one of their achievements. In the Tyne district, in a community called Sunuase, a school constructed, 6-unit classroom block with toilet facility constructed by the Rotary Club in Sunyane. And when they donated the school to the community, City Newsroom published it. I've sent you the publication as well. That school has also been captured as their agreement. The worst of it all, because you can steal projects from John Mahama, President Mills, and NGOs, but it is sacrilegious to steal from a church. There is this church called Latter-day Saint Church, them, and they have a charity foundation. They have constructed 16 boreholes in the Offenso, in the Sekirioso municipality, and 4 in the Offenso North constituency. All these 20 borehole projects have their plaques on it. These projects were donated by Latter-day Saint charities. All these projects have been appropriated by this government. Then you go to a place like Hunter West, where they claim to have done 42 projects. You check, yesterday, lawyer Samson Ladi shared that on his Facebook wall. It has 22 duplicates. And so instead of the 42 they claim to have done there, it is 20. So this claim that they've done 18 and we are raising the issue with just 26 is not true. They claim that 2 of the ghost projects we have listed are not ghost projects. It's also not true. And I want to say here and now that Dr. Bawumia and the MPP owe the people of Ghana an apology, and they must pull down that lion tracker and get their ass together. It is absolutely shameful for a government to claim non-existing projects, even if they are even 1 or 2 or 3, and still have the audacity to say that, oh, we only told 26 likes, and so what? That doesn't help. When you come back, this claim of they...
Well, we might not be able to come back.
Then let me just, 30 seconds, let me just add with it. They make the claim that their infrastructure legacy is the best. In fact, it's better than that of President Mahama. And yesterday, on another platform, I established clearly, just like my brother Felix Ofosu-Kwakye had already established, that President Mahama's record in all sectors of the nation towers far above theirs. And I use the health sector as an example. That whereas they claim to have built 4 polyclinics, which we inherited from us, 4 drones, to have procured 4 drones, and 243 chip compounds. We have 1,600 chip compounds. We have 22 polyclinics, 5 were fully completed in the Bunahafo region at Echimentia, Boma, Kotri, and all that. The others were at different levels of completion. We have 13 district hospitals, they don't have 1. We have regional hospitals, we have teaching hospitals, we have institutional hospitals. And when I made this point about they not having a district hospital, Dr. Okoe Boye, who is a public health expert, said that that claim is not true because they have done 5 polyclinics. Polyclinics that paragraph 560 of the 2017 budget Kenneth Uriata presented to Parliament says they inherited from the Mahama administration and they are continuing. And made a point that there is no difference between a polyclinic and a district hospital. Please look. I hope you have since checked and revised your notes, because indeed there is a vast difference between a polyclinic.
The MP for Adakla sent me a question to ask Dr. Kumar.
Yes, there is a vast difference between a polyclinic and a district hospital.
Mrs. Kozimeno has something for you. It says that the claim by Dr. Bawumia in Adenta was not a completed AstroTurf project, but an ongoing project. Mr. Gyamfi should stop misinforming.
Where is the screenshot of that project?
Ongoing construction of AstroTurf at Adenta.
Okay. Now, if you go there, tell me which part of the AstroTurf project is ongoing.
Okay.
Because it is a bare land with gravels in there. And this is a project they cut a sword for months ago by the Honorable Member of Parliament.
Right.
And Randy, let me just read this for the education, just 5 seconds, of those watching us. This is what, this was printed from the Estates Department of the Ghana Health Service. It says that a clinic, or let me just read the relevant portion, polyclinic, approximately, it says on the land area of 2,500 meters square to 3,600 meters square. And it provides an expanded range of primary healthcare services much higher than a health center. But in terms of capacity, it is less than a district hospital. A district hospital sits on an area of 4,600 meters square to 6,500 meters square, and it provides a full range of primary healthcare services of a general hospital under the management of at least 2 general duty doctors. The difference is very vast.
All right, so